So no special pots now?
Yeah, I don't know. But once we can answer me,
Silence the movie.
I didn't know. Don't you know by the name? I thought that was going to you know she live upstairs now.
Okay, folks, back home, just like to say, about a month ago I put a post on Facebook about the first time I went to the Gambia by myself in 1986. Now, since that time, I've been fascinated with West Africa, in particular the roots and things that happened back in the colonial days. Also what happened in modern day Africa has been a big interest to me as well. And finally, after years of trying, I managed to visit this city today, Freetown in Sierra Leone, as you can see in the background. Now, the history of this place is phenomenal, going back to obviously the days of the slaves going to America, came back and they were settled here in Freetown. Now, also after that, you had the Civil War, which lasted for 11 years. Almost everybody will recognise the film Blood Diamonds, the child soldiers. Well, this is where that was all came from, the story of that. Then following on to that, you had the Ebola outbreak when me and Frank were in the Gambia at the time. We were hearing so many bad stories. We all seen it in the news back home, what was going on with the Ebola outbreak. And going through the city today, the amount of people here, it doesn't surprise me how fast that tragedy happened. Following on to that, you had a mudslide here about 3 years ago, I think. Took out a load of people there as well. So, but the good side is, you know, that Sierra Leone is now opening up to tourism, and that's what I'm here to have a look at today. And also, I'll be visiting the deaf school here, which brings into Project Gambia work, what we're doing there. I just want to compare what's happening here while I'm here. Also, keep an eye out for some of my videos, because I'm going to be posting quite a bit about what happened during the Civil War, particularly amputees and the atrocities that happened during that. So please stick with it. Don't be put off with some of the horror photos that I'll probably post, because it is part of history. And also I'll be posting the beautiful side of this city as well. The beaches here, I heard, are some of the best in the world. So I'm going to find out about that and I'll relay back to you. So once again, thanks for watching.
National School for the Deaf in Sierra Leone, Freetown. I'm happy to receive Paul, who is from the Gambia. He's visiting the school for the first time and he wants to partner with our school. He wants to know more of how we do with the deaf children, teaching them, or if there are any needs he can give to these children. We are happy also to receive hearing aids from Dr. Aya, and we want to thank you so much, and we want to assure you that this hearing aids will go for the benefit of the children, to get some sound, because we test the children who will benefit from these ones, and we know that it will help them in their educational activities, to help them in hearing sound. We want to thank you so much, and we continue to assure you that whatever you give to help the National School for the Deaf, it will go towards the welfare of the children, to empower them, to develop their skill, so that at the end they will be productive in the future. Thank you once again, and feel free to come and visit the National School for the Deaf in Sierra Leone. I am Winifred Kamarakol, the head teacher of the school.
Mix with steeples.
Well, this is me at the National School for the Deaf in Freetown in Sierra Leone. I've paid a visit here today to try and compare the standard of this school compared to St John's in the Gambia. And I've been really quite surprised at the different facts, that there's similar facts to what's happening in the Gambia as what's happening here. But one of the differences is that the kids here have been taught the English Sign Language along with the American Sign Language, whereas in St John's it's the Dutch, mixture of Dutch and English that they're using. So the kids here, there's 90 children at this school, and there's a feeding programme here just now. I've been shown the paperwork. There's a donator, someone from Holland, is donating the food just now, but they have said that that is going to finish next year, but they don't have a date when it will finish. But what we've done is, here, we've been round the classrooms. The classrooms are smaller in numbers than what they are in St John's, so the teachers were able to teach kids to a better standard than what there is in St John's, because St John's has probably 20 kids in a class, 25 in a class. Here there is maybe 6 and 7 in a class. So what I'll do is I'll pan round and I'll have a look and let you see what kind of meal they're getting here, because I haven't actually seen it yet, but it's happening at the back of me. Okay.
Come closer. Come.
This is me at the National School for the Deaf in Freetown, Sierra Leone. I've paid a visit here today to try and compare the standard of this school compared to St John's in the Gambia. And I've been really quite surprised at the different facts, that there's similar facts to what's happening in the Gambia as what's happening here. Now, one of the differences is that the kids here are being taught the English Sign Language along with the American Sign Language, whereas in St John's it's the Dutch, mixed with Dutch and English that they're using. So the kids here, there's 90 children at this school, and there's a feeding programme here just now. I've been shown the paperwork. There's a donator, someone from Holland, who's donating the food just now. But they have said that that is going to finish next year, but they don't have a date when it will finish. But what we've done is we've been here, we've been round the classrooms are smaller in numbers than what they are in St John's, so the teachers were able to teach the kids to a better standard than what there is in St John's, because St John's, whereas it has probably 20 kids in a class, 25 in a class, here there was maybe 6 and 7 in a class. So what I'll do is I'll pan round and I'll have a look and let you see what kind of meal they're getting here, because I haven't actually seen it yet, but it's happening at the back of me.
Passar e vai passar logo os dois.
morning everybody. This is me in the centre of Freetown, Sierra Leone. Right behind me you can see it's a 1,000-year-old cotton tree, which is one of the images of this city that people can relate to all over the world. Now, what I find interesting is there was people taken from here in West Africa to America to pick cotton, and then what you find here is a 1,000-year-old cotton tree right in the centre. They've actually made it round about it, as you can see behind us. Absolutely fantastic. The amount of traffic, volume, the buzz about the city is tremendous. Hopefully I'll catch more of that today, and I'll relay that back to you later on in pictures and videos.
Yes. The Sierra Leone Civil War started on the 23rd March 1991 in Leone district. There is a village called Bomaru. That village inside Sierra Leone, in the east part of Sierra Leone, is where the first gunshot was fired. There is a village called Bomaru in the district where the first gunshot was fired. But actually the method at which the rebels were fighting by then is not in the interest of the average Sierra Leonean. Because during the war, you see massive amputation, the burning down of houses, a lot of destructions were caused by the rebels. You know, that brings about also the formation of the Civil Defense Force, which is locally called Kamajos, especially in the southeast part of Sierra Leone. And also in the north, we also have the militias there, like the Tamamboros, the Kapras. All of them stood up against the rebels because of the wrongdoings of the rebels. Because the word rebellion, when you want to rebel, you have to fight against the government. Because they were on top of situation. They're supposed to carry out the administrations of the country. But when you are rebelling, you cannot fight against innocent lives and property by amputating us, the burning down of houses. A lot of destructions were done by them, which brings about the formation of those Civil Defense Force and other militias group set up in order for them to defend their own areas. And also by that time, some of the faction or some of the forces who were trusted by the population, some of them have already betrayed. So that brings about the formation of those factions, you know. But as a result of the intervention of the British forces and other African contingents like the Nigerians, the Ghanaians, you know, they were able to repel the rebels. And the rebel war ended in 2001, disarmament and reintegration into society. All of them bring their arms so that they will disarm them, and after they disarm them, they also give them packages so that for them to reintegrate into society in 2001. You know, it lasted for a period of 10 years, brutal war.
Wide left-footed, about foot wide, goal kick, back to you, Jules.
Yeah, ruled out, 3 players in question. We're not sure which one was offside because it was so tight, but it was a wicked cross, great header. But Chris Wood with that goal has been ruled out, so it's still Burnley 1 through Ashley Barnes, who lead West Ham by a goal.
Second, Jules, first another goal at St James's Park, John Bennett.
I'm not sure how Newcastle haven't equalised. It's Newcastle 0-4, but what a chance for St Maximan. Drawn goal left-hand side inside the box, and he hit the bar.
They be say we get something where they teach you what where they say autoimmune disease. That's the body they fight in self. So the body they fight in self, and they attack. In this case, they attack the pancreas. So when they attack the pancreas, they make the pancreas not produce the insulin. So it's the body now in the fighting self, not to foresee anything they cause them. Not to you know they even not to like waiting you they eat per se. And I make you find out that they can come on with picking them, right? So type 1 diabetes in them believes in an autoimmune disease. The body they fighting self, and if they fight the pancreas when they cause type 1 diabetes. But
this is me in the car heading out to the western rural area of Sierra Leone with my 2 friends here, Mohammed driving and Abdul in the back. So we're going a wee road trip. These 2 guys have been looking after me since I've been here, take me here, there and everywhere. So I'll keep these more updated as we go on later on in the day, but I'm sure these are in for maybe 1 or 2 surprises with some of my photos and videos later. Sierra Leone, and I've came to visit Daniel, who was one of the victims of the civil war here in Sierra Leone, and Daniel's agreed to explain some of the things that happened to him and his family, Daniel?
Yeah, actually, my amputation started way back 1999 in Freetown and within the surrounding, because during the moment of the war, we were not living in the town because we were afraid to get out with my parents. So there, when the rebel came and attacked our village, everybody ran away. It was only I and my dad were left in the village. So finally, after 1 to 2 days, they came and discovered us. And they caught us, they took us to the village along, to the bush along with them, wherever they go. So during this moment, I was within the age of 6 to 7 years. And I was so curious to know about everything. Even when we were caught, I saw them with guns, but initially, I never knew what their function. So I was going helter-skelter around playing. So when they saw me going around playing, they shot me on my foot, on my left leg, and everything was smashed down here. And there I was left, and they took my dad away. So after 2 days, the Norwegians and people responsible to rescue a victim by then discovered me there, because they heard that there was an attack in our village. So finally, they find me, they took me to Lunge. When they took me to Lunge, there I was amputated, and firstly they managed to take off the remaining foot that was chopped. It was damaged badly. So later on, the bones were left this way. So the more I grow, the more the bones shoot out. So they did over 3 to 4 amputation on my leg, and there we were there together with my mom now, and later we were finally discharged. And this is how basically I got my amputation.
Right. What I'd like to say to you, Daniel, is it's a small story that I've often told other people about a small girl who's on a beach in Africa.
Okay.
And all these starfish have been lost ashore. And the small girl's going around picking them all up and throwing them back into the ocean. A gentleman walks up to the small girl and he says to the small girl, "Why are you doing this? There's far too many here, you won't make a difference." And the little girl bent down, she picked up another starfish and threw it straight into the ocean. Then she turned to the man and says, "I've made a difference to that one." So I came here to Sierra Leone for the first time, and I've seen so many things that I can't make a difference to. But what I would like to do is make a difference to you with a donation of a million leons to help you with your education going forward in the next year.
I'll be very, very grateful for that donation.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm very grateful
up to that.
for you to take the time out to tell us about that tragedy that happened to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
this is day 3 in Sierra Leone. I've come to what they call River 2 Beach, right? And this is where a river running down the side here meets the beach and the sea. The three colours here, right? You've got the green for the river, the blue for the sea and the white for the sand. That's where the Sierra Leone flag comes from. And also I've managed to purchase some of the old style I am blue here this morning on the way out here. So I'm just going to walk around and let you see some of the scenery here. It's right on the, obviously it's right on the coast there. Look at the mountain range in the back is a beautiful white beach. It stretches the whole way along this road. Beach bars, loads of locals out here to enjoy their Sunday afternoon. And even later on tonight there'll be people down here with their drums and music, and it's a party atmosphere that we do every Sunday to celebrate it with their families. So I hope you all enjoy this wee bit. I'll try and take some close-up photos and I'll post them tomorrow. So once again, cheers guys, enjoying the sun. Right, this is a coconut jelly that I'm just buying here at the beach. See a young man chopping up there in the machete. Just for them that were concerned about my safety, you know, this is the first time that I've seen a machete. So I'm going to enjoy this. Alright. This is what they call a coconut jelly, right? But basically it's a coconut. Inside you can see the white of the coconut, but it's also full of juice, which is very refreshing at this time of the day. Perfect. Good evening, it's after 5 o'clock here in Sierra Leone. I'm still down at the beach just to top up my suntan. Let you see a wee bit of what's going on just now. The place is absolutely heaving with people. Music, everybody's brought their own music, so there's all different types. They're all eating their food, enjoying their times with their families. But just behind me, I think the sun's just about to come down. But it's still absolutely mobbed. Let me turn this camera around, I'll give you a pan on it. Okay, this.